It's difficult to come up with exact figures, but there are estimates that there, in the subcontinent, Southern Africa, people working in the South African mining industry. If I were to guess how many workers have died or been crippled over the last 100 years by the South African mining industry, the figure would certainly run into millions. Until 1985, workers who contracted tuberculosis, which is perhaps the most common occupational lung disease, were repatriated home without treatment. Now, when the mining industry repatriated these migrant laborers home to their rural areas, they did so in the knowledge that the chances of that person receiving adequate treatment for tuberculosis were minimal. They knew when they did this that the likelihood of this person's disease progressing, him becoming severely incapacitated, him infecting his wife, him infecting his children, was very, very good. I mean, I have clients, mine worker clients, who can't talk without being exhausted, who can't walk 10 paces without being completely out of breath, who can do nothing, who can sit in the chair and gasp and breathe oxygen for hour after hour. This is the lot of many of my clients. The black ones, of course, they just die when they get that bad.
Most of the people, when you look at footage and you look at what kills people, when you look at some of the diseases that have killed them, you will see it is tuberculosis written on their death certificates. Not at all have the doctor of anyone indicated to us what is the cause of the lungs problems that people has.
I'm working for 31 years underground now. I can tell everyone in mining industry, diamond mining is more dangerous copper, gold, and coal mines. Even you get the mask on you, you will only take the dust in. You take it in. You take it in.
The other thing about dust masks, especially in the South African context, if you look at the majority of mine workers, black mine workers, you look at their profile, their noses are very, very flat. Those masks, they are not shaped to fit different forms of faces. So you've got this guy wearing this dust mask and his profile just doesn't allow for it, and he's got these huge gaps and it's just pouring in.
The beers buy the things there. So you cannot say it's not safe or unsafe, but there's something.
Now when people don't work for the company, he started going for treatment at the clinics. The clinics then determined this particular individual is suffering from tuberculosis. When you want to trace tuberculosis back to the company, they will always say the ground that we are treating in Koffiefontein cannot at all cause tuberculosis.
My name is Ernie Blom. I'm president of the World Federation of Diamond Bourses. That's the international body that controls the diamond industry worldwide, the polished diamond industry. Obviously, if there are unethical mining behaviors, it's something that we need to know about. I'm quite surprised that you say that they have lung damage from diamond mining, which is not normally a problem. I'm sure it must be some other material. I'm a South African citizen and I'm trying to promote my diamond industry in South Africa, and I'm trying to help the government promote its industry in South Africa.
the conditions they're exposed to, the dusty environments, the constant abrasion that dust causes to your inhalation, your lungs, that constant abrasion makes you susceptible to tuberculosis, even more so because of your environment in which you spend 8-9 hours a day in. When I first heard it's TB, that was fine, I could handle that. But the fact that it hadn't been diagnosed for so many years was, I had ample opportunity and time to infect my husband, my children, because it was not diagnosed. And I went to Bloemfontein, I saw a specialist, and he also said there was nothing wrong. You think to yourself, is it so easily missed? But somebody needs to prevent this from happening to any other employee, and that is what I feel strongest about. If you say you care, then I'm going to test you on that and show me how much you care to actually take responsibility for this and do something about it. And to date, I have not found somebody that is willing to do that.
Lungs don't recover. They only get worse. We don't know what waits Sandy Murray down the road. Certainly the quality of her life has been irreparably and very significantly impaired. And her employer seems to feel $5,000 is all that at law she's entitled to, and as far as De Beers is concerned, that's all that they are responsible to her for. It's the rule, it's the norm, it's the law that employers in the mining industry do not have to take responsibility for the consequences of unhealthy and unsafe working conditions for their mine workers. That translates into profits for the shareholders. I attended a conference which was addressed by Jonathan Oppenheimer, where he impressed upon the audience how De Beers had no choice but to act responsibly. It had to act responsibly and properly because that was consistent with its brand, and the brand of De Beers and the brand of their product, which is about truth, integrity, purity, eternity, all these pristine values. And his argument was basically, look, we have to conduct ourselves in a way consistent with those ideals, those values, those virtues. But as a person who deals with workers, diseased workers who've spent their lives digging out those diamonds or otherwise associated with the mining operations, the image is something quite different. It's an image of sick, disabled and impoverished workers, coughing and spluttering and gasping for breath. It is not about eternity and truth and purity. It's about disease and poverty and unhappiness.